What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Chaz, and I'm back with another video. And today, what y'all doing over there? I see y'all. Sorry, y'all. I'm talking to my kids, but today I'm gonna be showing you guys how I make my jerk chicken. They're drumsticks. They're actually thawing. They have been thawing out for about. That's Elijah. Yeah, my chicken has been thawing out for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So now the chicken is ready to be seasoned and prepped and put into the oven. I already have the oven on 350. What I normally use for my jerk chicken, I don't like a whole, I like seasoning, but I don't need a whole lot of seasoning. So what I use is Lawry's seasoning salt. I also use black pepper. I use a little bit of the Sazon Complete seasoning. And I also use the Caribbean jerk. I don't know if you guys can see it kind of clear. It's kind of blurry a little bit, but this Caribbean jerk seasoning. And a little bit of parsley. And I also use chicken broth. And you can get this from Walmart, guys. All the seasons that I have here, I got them from Walmart for a very, very reasonable price. And right now, I'm getting ready to chop my onions. And I don't like a big chunk of onion, so I'm going to pull the camera down now the way you guys can see. So I kind of just cut my onions just like this. Something simple to put onto my chicken to give it the extra flavor, the extra taste. Break it down probably a little bit more. Let's see. Let me pull it down just a little bit more so you guys can see. Here you go. Ooh, these onions are strong too. It's a fresh onion. Let's see. They don't need to be too small, guys. This is normally what I do. But for your chicken, you maybe like yours bigger or your onion chopped up a little bit finer. A lot of people can't even eat onions, so you don't have to use this. It's just something that I add for additional taste, the extra flavor. Okay, I think that's fine enough. So now I'm going to check on my chicken, which is, here's my drumstick, guys. They've been thawing out, and they are ready, so. And for my chicken, I do give it like an extra rinse, an extra cleaning, because they have been cleaned already, but I still wash mine off to give it an extra, clean out. I want to make sure I have no dirt on all the flavor and seasoning to be on the chicken. And then I'm going to put it onto my pan. Or I might just do it in a bowl this time. That would be easier because I do have a few drumsticks that I do have. That way it'd be easier for me instead of me trying to season everything on the pan. I'm just going to put it in my bowl. You can get like any bowl really, just big enough to make sure you have enough for your chicken. Let me turn the camera away, guys. Alright. That way you guys can kind of see. Let me move my seasonings out of the way, the way you guys can see. This is my chicken here. I'm gonna move my knife away. Quick little rinse. And I rinse my chicken off with warm and cold. I know a lot of people say, hey, don't rinse your chicken off with warm water. You don't want it to be, half cooked like when you're cooking it. But I'm actually baking my chicken. I'm not frying it. So, just gonna rinse it off really, really good. Make sure all the ice and everything is off. These are pretty big chicken legs too, y'all. If y'all can see that, it's pretty big. Alright. And that's the last one there. Put that excess water off. Oh, wait a minute. I have 3 more pieces. Because basically what I try to do so I can pack my lunch for work, I try to cook enough that way I have something to take for tomorrow. And usually I don't like to eat a whole lot of leftovers. Like my kids eat a whole lot of them. But just to prep so I don't have to be prepping, for the next couple of days when I do have to go back to work, which is on Monday. I want to make sure I have enough. And then the kids will have enough to eat on, for later on, so I don't have to end up cooking more than one meal in like the same day. Make sure I have enough made out. So I'm rinsing my chicken, guys. Bag out of the way. Good little rinse, y'all. Okay, I think that's good. I'm rinse it off enough. There's no more ice on it. Everything is right. Alright, cut the water off. And let me show you guys how I season it. So I'm first going to start off with my sazon. And I just kind of just sprinkle back and forth, back and forth. And I make this chicken all the time. And man, when I say this chicken is so good, because a lot of people say, oh, you need to put a whole lot of seasoning. No, you really don't need a whole lot of seasoning, period. Just make sure you have enough to cover your all your chicken. Okay. And then next, I do also use, I forgot to mention, I use Slap Your Mama seasoning. It's like a Cajun seasoning. It's pretty good. They give us another little extra taste. So I just sprinkle it on there. Sprinkle really, really good. As you guys can see, this is normally how I sprinkle my seasoning on there. Make sure I mix it in really, really well. Mix this up really good. Okay. Okay. Sprinkle a little bit more. Need more on the back side there. Okay. Put a little bit more sazon for the back side and get to do it. Okay, that's enough. Now I'm going to use a little bit of my black pepper. Make sure I get it on all the sides. And what I basically do, I just mix my chicken with my hands. My hands have been cleaned already, so I try to make sure everything is in there. Make sure it's good and seasoned. And I also do use a fork, guys, to try to pick it. So I'm going to show you guys what I do for that. I pick my chicken with a fork because I don't make sure all of it marinates in there. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow my chicken to sit for 10 minutes after it seasons. Normally, I usually try to prep longer than that, but since I'm doing a video, I'm going to cut it short this time and just let it sit for like 10 minutes. Okay. Now let me add the rest of my seasoning. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. I had to get my charger for my laptop here. So back to where I was at. I'm gonna use just a little bit of seasoning salt. The Lowry seasoning salt. This is what I'm gonna use. Just a little sprinkle. You don't need a whole lot of that because the other jerk chicken seasoning that I'm gonna use, I'm gonna show you guys. It's gonna take care of all of that. This is basically probably enough for that. So I'm gonna mix that on in some more. Okay. Put just a little bit more. Okay, so now that I've added that, mix it back in a little bit more. I'm gonna also use a little bit of parsley. Guys, this is a only for this season here. I paid 98 cents for the parsley at Walmart. A lot of times I go to the farmer's market and get mine from there, but this time I just grabbed something quick. I didn't feel like going to the farmer's market, so I got enough. I'm gonna mix that in. Make sure it's mixed in really, really well because this has to actually sit. Normally I try to at least let it sit for like 1 hour, but this particular time I'm just, like I say, it's gonna be 10 minutes that I let it sit. Since I'm doing this video here, just to show y'all how I do my baked chicken, well, baked jerk chicken, and you don't need a whole lot of seasoning. So I'm just gonna show you, just showing you guys what I use. So now to the main ingredient, which is the Caribbean jerk chicken. I also picked this up at Walmart. I think it was maybe like $2.50. And I'm just gonna sprinkle it on there. Let me see. And when you smell it, I swear it smells just like, it's just strong, like you have like the actual sauce. Let me see. Alright guys, I sprinkled it in there. Okay. And make sure you mix it in really, really well, guys. And also, like, I don't know what method you guys use, but like I say, I do use the fork method to make sure the seasoning is actually getting in there. Make sure it gets all the flavor. Okay. This chicken is very tough. And just a little bit of garlic powder. I also use garlic powder. And you don't have to use as many seasonings as I use, but this is just what I use. And the chicken comes out very, tasty, like very, very good. Like my baked chicken, I normally, use like different seasoning, but this is just my jerk baked chicken. So a lot of people say, oh, you need to add some other stuff. No, this is how I do mine. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. But, different strokes for different folks. So, but I do appreciate all the help and the different tips that that people give me, for like cooking. Like my chicken or just any little different things. Because my kids, one thing I can say about my kids, they eat everything. They're not picky eaters. So, but sometimes I just like to cook different things instead of cooking like the same thing, like spaghetti, chicken, fried chicken, baked chicken, steak. We don't do pork chop. I used to eat pork chop a lot, but now I don't eat pork at all. I eat sausage, but as far as like pork chop, I have to stop eating pork chop. And I haven't had a pork chop in over like, what, a year or 2 years. So make sure it gets in there really, really good. I'm trying to make sure I have all of it. A little bit more parsley though, because. And now, guys, what I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna allow it to sit. I think it has enough. Well, let me see what I can add, because I do have my brown sauce. Let me see. It gives it an extra flavor as well. I'm gonna show you guys what I use with that also. And now, last but not least, I'm gonna also add my jerk sauce. It's jerk seasoning. It's just like in the can here. I also got this at Walmart, and this was maybe I think it was like $3 and some change. And then another thing that I do use is my real Jamaican browning. I use this, and I picked this also up at Walmart for maybe $1.98. And I usually just pour it on top of the chicken. You don't need a whole lot of this. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, and I'm gonna mix that in, because with this, it also gives it the flavor. I mean, you don't have to use it, but this is just what I use. So get to it, and then I'm gonna show you what all of that did. That browning. Get a good mixture in. And I'm going to show you guys what my chicken looks like after I got all the seasoning and everything on it. And now, hold on, let me rinse my hands. And now I'm going to use my traditional Jamaican jerk seasoning. And normally I just pour it on top. Well, I might have to use a spoon this time, or a little fork there. Let me see. I could just use my fork. And I use the mild. They do have hot. I have tried the hot, and it was a disaster. And what I mean by a disaster, when I say extremely hot to the point where your stomach is messed up, where everybody was just sick. Like, I mean, it was just so hot, and it messed your stomach up. So I noticed when I do the mild, we don't have any problems with the hot. No, it was not good at all. And sometimes hot foods will make you have to go to the bathroom, so that's why we just stick with the mild. No more hot jerk seasoning like that. All right, guys, getting there. Let me see. Okay. It smells so good, y'all. And now I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator, like cover it with some foil, and I'm gonna let it sit. And then I'll get back into the video. What else do I need? Let me see. I'm gonna add just a little bit more of this garlic. I'm gonna add a little bit more of garlic powder. And some people like their jerk chicken all the way dry, and then some just like it, with extra, sauce on the top. I've tried it both ways, so I really don't have a preference. I like it either or. Either or. Okay. And now, guys, I'm gonna rinse my hands that way you guys can see exactly what it looks like. Also, I'm gonna poke it a little bit more. I'm gonna do it before. So I want to make sure it gets in there really, really well. Okay. Now I'm gonna rinse my hands, guys, and I'm gonna show you what my chicken looks like. Alright. Move that out of the way. A bit more of this. Okay. And guys, I do like to clean up as I go, but right now I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. If you guys can see the quality right now, my light is not that bright. But this is what the chicken looks like. And I'm going to let it sit. Also, I forgot, I'm going to add a few onions on top. Just a little on top here. And now I'm going to get my foil. And I'm going to let it sit for 10 minutes. And then I'm going to get back into the video with you guys. So I will be back in 10 minutes. Okay, you guys. It has been 10 minutes now. And I have took my chicken out and I now have put it in the pan. And this is what it looks like. And now what I'm going to do is sprinkle the rest of the onions that I have. I'm going to sprinkle the rest of the onions on top of the chicken. I had to clean up as I go, y'all. I don't like have to wait till the last minute get all this stuff up. The way you have less problems, less mess, the better. Okay, so that is all of my onions here. And now I'm also going to add my chicken broth, but I'm going to sit it down so I don't drop it. On this side. Okay. So now that I added my chicken broth, now I'm going to put my foil on it. Probably need to add just a little bit more probably on some of the chicken, because some of it came off. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more. Okay. And you guys, that is exactly how I make my jerk chicken, my baked jerk chicken. I'm going to post another video with the end results. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. And check out my foil on it. I'm going to make another video and show you guys once the chicken is finally done. Because I have to let mine sit maybe Normally it takes about an hour, probably like an hour and a half. Depends on how long I want it to cook and how crispy I want it, because I do like the crispy jerk chicken. So after this video here, I'm gonna probably once it's finished, then I'm gonna do like a after picture just to show you guys. Okay, this is how my jerk chicken turned out. But again, if you haven't already did so, please like, comment, and subscribe. And please feel free to leave me different ideas that you guys want to see, different ideas that you guys want to, like want us to do, me and the kids. It's going to be, like I said before, it's going to be a lot of different things that I do on my channel. So just stay tuned. You won't be disappointed, I tell you that. Gotta get these kids in here, them kids in there watching TV. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. But again, like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little bell. And please tell everyone you know to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also you can also add me or message me or DM me on Instagram or Facebook. My Facebook name is Aquarius Love, and my Instagram name is the Fab4 Family. But like I said, my channel has changed. So I'm out. Kids, you want to say bye? Bye. Or you got to come to the camera. Here's Elijah. Bye, guys. Goodbye. You want to say bye? They know mommy's been in here making this chicken. They're ready to eat. They just had pizza, but now they wait for this chicken. You want to tell them bye? Bye. All right, y'all. We out.